Hello traders, it's Tomek here from Nikos Trading Academy and welcome in my weekly Forex forecast. It looks like market is moving again and we might have possible nice trades, but they started already, so for now we need to have a little bit more patience to look for some retracement. First pair is Aussie Yen. If we check weekly chart, we see that retracement is happening probably to the 36 EMA. This is our target here. If we check, we have also resistance area around the 36. Of course, it's higher. On the lower time frames, we will see in much details that there is something. On the weekly, we can definitely target this resistance. Of course, we target the 36 EMA because what we can expect that after this move, price retrace, yes, and will bounce on the 36, and we have continuation of this down trend, which is still visible on the weekly. But of course, this trend is going for some time. Maybe we'll have breakout and price finally will do something different, yes, and we'll have trend change. If we check daily chart, we will see this is our weekly resistance, and what we have also daily resistance, yes. So price is already touching the previous highs, and if we check, we also have trend line in here. So what can happen right now? Of course, price can easily break this and will continue to go up to the next resistance level. Then we'll have like confirmation. But it's also possible that price will bounce here, will it trace back to the 36 EMA to create daily long 1 to 3, or will even continue back to this trend line, and then around this level we will see bounce. So if we see that price has some weakness here, we can also look for short entries targeting daily 36 and trend line. This is nice target, it's like around 200 pips. Of course, we can still look for longs also on the lower time frames, like it's like for our chart. But if we see that price is retracing back to the 36 right now and is bouncing on the 36, we also have trend line here. So if price will bounce, will not break this, what we can do, we can look for lower time frame entries and then we target resistance level here. Of course, if price decide to break this, yes, if we have breakout, then of course we can still look definitely for long entries for continuation to this resistance level. But right now we see that price might have some problems. Also on the 1 hour chart, we see this, that we didn't have any clean moves. Yes, price went up really fast, started to range around this level. It's going up still, but we don't know yet this, yes. Of course, if you have on the 1 hour chart clean breakout and you see, okay, price broke it, after retracement above this resistance, you can still look for long entries. Better to mix this with lower time frames because we didn't have bigger retracement on the 4 hour chart. So I would just go in some kind of the intraday trade, and if possible, try to manage this position back to this resistance zone. Not don't also jump, in my opinion, on the 4 hour chart here. It's better to see 4 hour chart confirmation and then lower time frame entries. And like I said, if price decide to reject this level, you can, for example, if you don't know how to jump in the short entries, you can wait for this trendline breakout, look for sell and entries and target this aggressively. You can also go to lower time frames and try to, for example, look for this trendline breakout and then short entries, but then this trendline is your target here, yes. Because what we know, price still might retrace, bounce, and we have continuation. So this is what you have to do, yes, to manage this position here by taking the short entries, yes. So this is Aussie Yen. Next pair is Aussie Dollar, US Dollar. Also, we see that finally we have some moves after those crazy period where we have spikes and ranges. On the weekly chart, it starts to look like a small range. If we look for support level, of course, it's visible, it's here. We also have resistance on the weekly here, and we have the 36 EMA. Next resistance is here, Yes, so we have those levels. If we check trend line on the weekly chart, trend line is here. So we have still a possible chance that price will maybe spike on the 36 or trend line. Of course, after breakout of this, we might have trend change on the weekly, but it's still a long-term trend here. So we will see. Of course, if price reach this level, will not break that, then of course still short bounce and entries are possible. So what we have on the daily, more details. Yes, we have everything from the weekly chart. And what we see here, price like Aussie yen is almost reaching resistance level. Basically, we can say that we are already on the resistance, because what we know, resistance is always a zone. This is not like only one line, but this is always area, always zone. So we are really close, or we can say we are right now. We can do exactly same things like on the Aussie yen. We can look for short bounce entries, but then our target will be support level here, because we don't know yet, but it might be like a range. Yes, we see that price retested this level 3 times, then went up, retested this resistance, went down, again is going up. So what we can expect again, that price will retest and will continue to go down. Yes, so it looks like this, but we don't know yet. For our chart, this is our trend line. Yes, this is our trend line on the 4-hour chart. We see that this move was steep. So what we can do, if we still want to continue with this move, because we wait for retracements to the 36 or to this trend line, and then we look for long bounce entries, and then we target this resistance level. But like I said, we can look for also short entries. Then if we look for short entries, our target will be 36 on the 4-hour chart, then this trend line. In case of the breakout, we can easily target this support level. So with the short entries, also like on previous pair, if you see that price is breaking this trend line, you can look for short entries. For our members, yes, of course, we will explain more details about those entries, because we have also aggressive entries. But if you don't know how, the easiest way is to just simply wait for trendline breakout, then wait for the 1 to 3s, and then jump into short scenarios. And that's all right now for this pair. I wouldn't go for any lower time frame entries, because if we check again 1-hour chart, we see that this price action is a little bit funny. Yes, previously we had nice options, and then price started to range, and it's like slowly it's going up, but we don't have like nice clean volatility. So to start to think about entries, for example, for longs, we need to see some retracements, and then at those levels we can look for buys. Yeah. So this is, of course, if price breaks this, then we can look for long entries, target this trend line. We also have daily resistance level around this zone. So if you see breakout, of course you can take it even before this retracement. But remember that if you get any 1 to 3s here, you need to mix this with lower time frames, because this will be really late entry, because we didn't have bigger retracements. Swiss franc yen, what we have here, also nice volatility. This is weekly chart. So what we see on the weekly, this is our resistance, next resistance level. 1 is here, and basically that's enough. We also have support level here. What we see after double bottom on the weekly, we see right now big reaction. Trend line was broken on the weekly chart, so we might expect for bigger move. Yes, usually when trend line weekly or daily is broken, we can expect for bigger moves, maybe trend change. So let's go to daily chart, and what we see, we can try to adjust our trend line, yes, on the daily, and we'll see in more details that price broke it. Yes, we see 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. We can also draw trend line from this point. Yes, but if we draw it like this, it will end exactly at the same level. So we have resistance right now. Of course, every entry is late entry because we see that price moved up like 300 pips. So if you like, you can wait for retracement on the daily chart and then look for long entries to target this resistance. If price reach resistance, yes, you can look for short bounce entries if you see the reason, and then target 36 on the daily plus support level, but it's too early yet. We need to see that price is reaching this level. You can also look for the lower time frame entries, but you need to see at least this 4-hour chart 1 to 3, and then look for long entries on the lower time frames to target this resistance. But it looks like price has some volatility right now. It's pushing up. It's pushing up. Right now we see 1 hour chart. It's kind of the range or wedge or something like this. Yeah, maybe like that. But it's breaking right now. So if you want, you can just go into, it will be intraday scenario. If we see retracement and price will hold above this resistance level, then we can look definitely for buy entries. Target is not much. It's only like 30 pips. But still, for intraday traders, scalpers, it's more than enough, I think so. Yes. So this is what we can do if we see volatility. Traders who trade on the higher time frames, they need to wait for at least this 4-hour chart retracement and then entries on the lower time frames, not on the 4-hour chart because it's already late entry. And if we check. We had this really nice option to look for longs. We have this is our trend line, yes, from the weekly chart or daily and the daily. We had this first option on the after trend line breakout, yes, entry here, stop loss below this. Right now we would have really nice profits. Or if you miss this one, we had another option to jump into Swiss franc yen long scenarios here, entry, stop loss 30-35 pips, also nice profits on the Swiss franc yen. So I hope somebody took those trades. This is our classic approach, like first setup after trendline breakout. If yes, perfect. If not, right now we need to wait for some retracement, but we have volatility, so it's good option for us. Euro yen is close to the 36 EMA, and which is also resistance level if we go to daily chart. Next level is a little bit higher of our resistance is here. Of course, support zone on the lows on the weekly chart. Yes, so right now price is retracing, but this retracement looks really powerful. If we look for trend line, we will have this line here, so it's still a little bit above the 36 EMA. Yes, if we go to daily chart, we try to adjust this line a little bit to this chart, we will see this. And again, we had really strong move. It's like right now 400 pips. We also have daily trend line here, and we are on the resistance. So exactly same situation. We can look for short bounce entries, target 36 EMA, and then trend line. Or if you don't like to trade against, then you have to wait for the retracement back to the 36 or trend line, and then look again for long entries around this level or around this level. This is like for the swing traders option, because right now it's too late to take any swing trades. Lower time frames, we are on the resistance. Yes, we see that price is still going up, but with some problems. We have our volatility line. So if we like, yes, if we see that price is breaking this trend line on the resistance, then we can look for short scenario. On the euro yen target, of course, for our 36 EMA, and then if price break it, then we have, of course, targets from the daily chart. Right now I wouldn't touch this pair because we are on the resistance, and if we check on the daily chart, this resistance is quite important. Yes, we have like 1, 2, 3 touches here. If we go back in past, we will probably see, you see, this is really good level. So we need to wait. We need to wait to see what price will do. Of course, if we see some retracement on the 4-hour chart, yes, if we see that price is retracing back to the 36 and is reacting, there is no continuation of the down move, but it's pointing up, we can try to look for long entries, but only on the 5 or 15 minute, targeting, of course, this high. Yes. So this is Euro yen. Next is New Zealand yen. Weekly chart. We have resistance plus 36 EMA here. Still, we have this downtrend. Yes, we have trend line like that. And we had this double or triple bottom on the daily. We'll have more details, and price is moving up right now. So after bouncing, is retracing. So maybe we'll see this bigger retracement back to this area here. So if we go to daily chart, yes, right now if we adjust the lines levels, we'll see this, and we have those previous spikes, which gives us a little bit of the resistance. If we go back again, we will also see that we have only spike here. Yes, so it's a resistance for us, but in this case, yeah, we need to also wait for bounce or breakout. Yes, ideally we would like to see that price is retracing and then retracing back to this trend line plus 36 EMA. We have this line, or closer to our EMA we have this line. So basically this is with the 36 EMA, so we don't need to draw this line, yes, because we have our 36. But price also might retrace back to this area and then will go up. So same story again, unfortunately. We have to wait for bigger retracement back to the 36 EMA or back to this trend line, and then we can look for long entries, or we look for short bounce entries around this zone targeting 36 and this trend line, and then we look for longs. Or in this option we can also look for, yes, breakout, and if you see breakout 1 2 3, then combinations with lower time frames. So again, scalpers, intraday traders can definitely look for buy opportunities around this level, but after confirmation would be nice. If you don't like to wait for confirmation, you want to take this aggressively, you can go to 15 minute time frame, and if you have situation like this, yes, then you can look for long entries. Yes, if you see that price is breaking this level and it's staying above, then definitely long entries. Yeah, I personally prefer bigger retracement, so I would wait for the retracement here or here, and then I would look for another long entries. New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Again, after this big move, possible retracement, we were discussing those retracement many times, and it looks like right now they might start. Yes, so what we have, support level on the weekly chart, resistance level here, yeah, and any trend lines. We have trend line here. Okay, perfect. So price is trying to go up, resistance 36. Okay, what we had on the daily chart, trend line was broken. Right now also 36 EMA is broken. This resistance is from the weekly chart. We also have those spikes here, but right now we don't have nothing in the history, so we can easily leave it and leave this level. So this is nice option. We can also draw trend line like that, but we don't have enough spikes, enough touches. Yes, so we go to 4-hour chart, and right now if you have any 1 2 3s on the 4-hour chart, definitely good option to look for buy entries, target this resistance. 1-hour chart, right now of course price already moved on the 4 hours, so it's better to get the 4-hour. But if you see any retracement back to the 36 EMA maybe on the 1-hour chart, then what you can do, you can just go to 5 minute or 15 minute and look for long buy entries around the 36 EMA, and target, of course, this resistance which we have. Yes, but only lower time frames. Wait for the retracement on the 1 hour chart and then try to find entries on the lower time frames, because on the 4 hour chart price already moved, so we can expect this bigger retracement, and I personally wait for this bigger retracement, and then I would like to go into long scenarios. Okay guys, so that's all from my side today. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us. We also organize with Swissquote broker some special 3 webinars, so we will share some details about our strategies, about our top-down approach. So if you are interested in this, you can go to our homepage, and at the bottom where we have news and upcoming events, you will find all informations about that. So if you like, you can join. It's completely free for everybody. So I hope to see you there. If not, enjoy your trading week. Wish you really good trades and talk to you soon. Bye.